So today I want to talk about the name change thing here on Instagram because, I started this account a couple years ago and it was for my business, the Moon Sisterhood, and it was focused on helping women connect to their higher selves and to each other and to their connection with the moon and their cycles and the wisdom in all of that. And I really feel like I did a really good job of putting that information out there and connecting women and connecting with so many women in my community and sharing such deep wisdom. But I feel like it's time to move on to the next thing. And I know so many of you out there are feeling that same way. And so I needed to change my name because I felt like to be more authentic to the next step in my sacred service, I need to speak from my experience as myself, not from my experience as a woman or necessarily as that, but just from where I've come from as myself as Anne Hayman. And so I changed my name from the Moon Sisterhood in an effort to get rid of a lot of the gender situation too, because I really feel like this information is for everyone. It's not just for women. And I don't want my teachings to feel limiting or, exclusive or anything like that. And so changing things from the Moon Sisterhood to the Moon Temple and the Moon Temple Oracle just felt really good. And so having that shift alone just really motivated me even more to start getting some of this new information out there. And so the name change, it was just really important because it felt like a statement to me personally, putting it out into the world that I am really dedicated to sharing this new information because, like I said yesterday in my live yesterday, there have been so many things coming up for me not doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. Little things like drains blocking up and little things like websites crashing. And so I really got the message that if I don't put this stuff out there, things are really going to stop flowing. And those two ways really showed me that I just need to get it out there. And that's scarier. Actually, the thought of something like that happening again is scarier than the thought of just doing all of this, right? So giving up your identity can feel really scary. And, when you change to new things, you have to be really brave and be really sure and trust yourself and trust the wisdom that you're getting that you need to share, that you need to be your authentic self. And there's so many times in our lives where we've grown and we've had to show up as new people and, in front of our family. And we've had to tell people, maybe we've had times where, we had to come out and say something that was scary, to our family or admit something to someone that we loved that didn't really feel like something we really wanted to share, and it was like we bared our souls. And afterwards we felt really relieved. And it was like we took a step up into a part of ourselves that was really like, this new, brave, bigger part of ourselves. And it helps us to exist there and it helps us to grow. And so for me, changing my name on Instagram was just one of those things that was like a declaration to the world that here I am and I'm here and ready to share this new information, especially with empaths that maybe have been, creating and manifesting some kind of health condition because they're becoming so toxic as an empath and they're not able to detox themselves because they don't even really know what's going on, because there's so many conditions that are coming up in our health that are really linked to us being toxic energetically. And I know a lot of the things that I say, I tell my family some of these things and people are just like, where are you getting this information? And a lot of it is channeled, but I know because I've talked to so many other people that channel information as well, that the information I'm getting is really important to share because they're getting it too. It's not just me. You know, it's not just me that's out there telling empaths, you know, like, you need to pay attention to where you're spending your energy, and you need to, you know, tighten up that third chakra. It's not just me anymore out there saying this. There's more people now that are out there talking to empaths about being efficient with their energy. Because a couple years ago when I was saying, you know, be efficient with your energy and don't waste it on, you know, things like relationships that aren't serving you, and, you know, just all these things, it was like people weren't really understanding what I was talking about. And I can tell now that when I talk to people about being efficient with their energy, they get it. So I know that this information is important to share because it's resonating with other people. And so I just want to let you know, if you're out there and you're doing something new and it's scary, look around right now and see if there's other people doing similar things. Know that you're on the right path. And if there's no one doing anything like it and you feel so out there, that's something that you really need to do. I'm finding that those things where I feel like no one else is talking about those are the things that I feel the most called to talk about right now. Like karmic relationships. I know, you know, there's people out there talking about that, and it's like, I feel like it's something that really needs to be shared because it's really important for empaths to know what's going on in their energetic connections with other people. So there's so many topics that I want to share about, and so I'm going to try to get on here as much as I can and just talk about some of the stuff that's coming up, you know, like being able to show up as your authentic self and being brave to do it and just showing up and doing it. Because when I do it, I feel like then I'm empowering other people to do it as well, because that's how it works for me. When I see other people doing it, I feel inspired, and I know that I'm so grateful for that. And, you know, like, I know that me being out there and putting it out there that it's okay to do things and, you know, not do it perfect and not like rehearse before you do it. Just get on here and talk and share what you need to share and be brave to do it, because that's what you need to be doing right now, you know? So yeah, I hope that I can inspire other people to do the same thing, even though sometimes it feels scary and sometimes you stumble over your words and you don't know exactly what to say next. You know, it's like just showing up and sharing the wisdom that you have to share with other people, and sharing your gift and your light with other people, and just being an inspiration is really important in the world, and we all need it. So I have to go back to being a mom now, and I'm doing all kinds of gardening things today. So I will share some pictures in my story later of some of the gardens, my family's garden and my garden as well. We're going to do a little bit of work. So I hope you have a beautiful day.